Bar and Grill on St. Helena Island. We now have new images just into the newsroom showing the scene overnight. You can see that large emergency response. And here's what we know so far. 4 people are dead, 4 are in critical condition, and at least 20 others injured. WJCL 22 News' Grace Rodriguez is live at the scene at Willie's Bar and Grill, where the shooting happened early this morning. You've been out there for quite some time now, Grace. So tell us what it looked like inside and now what it looks like outside.
Thank you, Lydia. I was just inside talking to the owner, talking to some bar staff. They're currently in there cleaning up. There's cups all over the floor. I've seen earrings, I've seen glasses. Very clear picture that people were just running and hiding at the time of this incident. Now, I spoke to the owner. This is what he had to say about it.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm thankful for everybody who walked away. You know, I'm thankful for everybody who's alive, who is safe. And you know, we just gotta come together and support each other at this time. I mean, it's kind of what makes or breaks community. You know, it's something that is happening. It's horrible, but we gotta find a way to make good of it. You know, to make it better than how we found it. And just gotta find a way to work together and make tomorrow better. You know.
Now, everybody in that restaurant that I spoke to earlier today, they're all just in shock. This restaurant only been open for just under 3 years, and of course, none of them could have expected this happening. Lydia, tossing it back to you.
Grace, obviously this was a large event, as we heard from the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. Tell us a little bit more about what was going on that night. Why were there so many people out there?
Yeah. Willie, the owner, tells me that there were so many people here. It was a full house because they were celebrating an alumni tailgate for a local school here.
Grace, thank you so much. Any other details you can provide for us at the moment on, those who were inside, there? I know you talked to the owner a little bit earlier about one of the victims in this situation.
Yeah, one of the victims was one of his family friends. That was that bodyguard that was protecting everybody else that night.
Grace, thank you so much for those details. We'll continue to check back in with you. And WJCL 22 is joining us on the phone right now. Sabrina, can you hear me all right?
Yes, Lydia, I can. I hope you can hear me all right. I'm not sure how my volume is coming through. I am on the phone here, and I've been reaching out to people all morning, and we're trying to get some confirmation on just where those 4 gunshot victims in critical condition that were transported from the scene by Beaufort County Emergency Medical Services to an area hospital. Now, we have not gotten confirmation on where those victims were taken, but we also know that more victims continue to show up beyond just those 4 that were in critical condition taken by EMS. More victims continue to show up to area hospitals. So there could be more people who were injured in this incident that we are not really sure where they could be treated. There could be several hospitals or medical centers, urgent cares, that could be treating victims at this time, and we just don't quite know. So we don't have an update on the status or condition of those critical condition patients at this time. Now, I have had lines out to the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. We do not know any more information other than what has already been provided, what Lydia, you have gone through, what Grace has gone over as well. We are awaiting extra information, and the names of victims are not being released at this time, pending notification of next of kin. But I am working very hard to try to confirm some more information and reaching out to everyone that I can possibly think of to try to bring the latest information. But Lydia, I am going to send it back to you.
And it's important to note, Sabrina, that you are at Beaufort Memorial right now. That's where so many of those victims either transported themselves, like you just said, or were taken in EMS. You've been reporting at Beaufort Memorial on just a normal day of operation. Does it look any different there today? I know that hospitals are under different types of protocol when gunshot victims do show up to their doors.
Yeah, Lydia. So I was actually here last week for just a normal run-of-the-mill story, and the parking lot itself, I am actually parked just across the street from Beaufort Memorial, and it looks like normal day-to-day operations. Now, it is important to note that I have not gotten confirmation about the hospital treating patients from this specific incident. Now, I have been in contact with the hospital, and they have told me that that is information that they cannot disclose without specific names of patients. So even if they do have are treating patients from this shooting, we would not be able to find out more information about their condition unless we had their full names.
Absolutely. Good to know. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for that live report. And we'll continue to check back in with you as soon as we can see you. But thank you for coming us via phone. And Beaufort City Councilman York L. Grover, who represents District 3, is speaking out following the shooting. He released a statement and he said, quote, "We cannot tolerate this kind of behavior in our community. I am calling for this business to be shut down immediately. This is in the heart of our community, and I will call on local law enforcement to do what is necessary to bring those responsible to justice." And we'll continue to follow this very developing story both on air and online. For the very latest updates and breaking news, you can go to our website. That's WJCL.com, or you can always download the WJCL 22 News app. We'll now send you back to your regularly scheduled program.